Yo, what's going on, Hope Society? It's your boy, your king, Mr. Hope here, back again from some Mr. Hope's morning motivation, some Mr. Hope's philosophy. What's going on, kings and queens all across the world? I want to say peace and power to you all on this magnificent day. And you guys are probably saying, hey, this is a different day, Miss Hope. Yes, it is, because I have been out happening on purpose in the midst of all things going on. Listen, today I got something in store for you guys, and I want to say thank you, and I'm so proud of those who are positively taking action for the things that plague our normalcy of positivity, of advancement, of health, wealth, and freedom for our global world. So thank you for those who are taking a stance and doing things that they're supposed to do in the right ways and invigorating and exciting others to take that stand with them. So listen, this is Mr. Hope's morning motivation. I got a good one for you guys. Let's go. Hope! Right, and we are back. What's going on, Hope Society? To all the kings and queens out there tuning in, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are checking in to Mr. Host Motivates on any podcast streaming platform, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you guys are checking in. What up, though, from Detroit, and peace and power to you all. So once again, today, I want to take this first few moments just to speak to some things that are going on in our world. I know you guys are being crashed with it from the news, from the social media, that you guys all around us, and the fact that you're tuning in to Mr. Hope today does not mean that we are out of alignment with the things that are happening in our world and how that is going to increase and how it's going to affect our ability to tap into all the health, wealth, and freedom that is mandated for our lives. So what I'm saying is that we have some things that's going on. The first thing I want to say is justice for George Floyd, justice for Ahmaud Arbery. Listen, I want to say justice for all in this exact very moment. Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin, for all of those who have fallen, Eric Gardner, and so many more. For little boys and little girls that have been plagued by the things within their own neighborhoods. Listen, the buck does not just stop with one. It takes us to take this global stance to say there is an issue with things in our societies and the orders that plague how the disparities are disproportionately placed on others, and how that then dictates what all the success outcomes, well, the outlets that can come from after. So if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, is that we have to stand against the consistencies that have enabled or prohibited and allow these other acts to be continuous and negatively plague our society. So I'm thankful for those who are standing up, and I say that I also stand in solitude against anything that will plague the peace, the health, wealth, and freedom for all, and especially those who are negatively and disproportionately affected by the systemic system that targets them and within and out of our community. So I want to thank you for those again who are standing up each and every day, not just in the wake of when things go bad, but when things are going good. We still have those freedom fighters that are out doing what they're supposed to do 365, 24/7. So I ask us today that we don't allow this fuel, this rage, to only boil over for a week or two. I ask you that you guys push yourselves to allow this to go on into the polls. Allow this to go on into where it is that it matters. And that's exactly what I want to talk to you today. So for all the boys, all the girls, all of our youth, all of our elders, anybody in between, I want to tell you guys this question. I'm going to give you guys the answer, actually. And it's, what about me, or what do I do? And you guys should already know this answer. If you guys are tuning into Mr. Hope, if you guys are rocking with me, if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, you guys should already know what I'm going to say here. What should I do? What about me? Happen on purpose. And this is kind of an accolade. I'm going to toot my own horn because I'm proud of myself, but more so of what this means and this ability to happen on purpose. So for those who are able to tune in visually, you guys are seeing me hold this up. But in my hand, I hold the certificate or the receipt that says I passed my certification for my teacher certification here in Michigan. Means that my stance against what's going on is that I believe in order for us to hit this thing head on, that education is where we must start. So that is how I decide to happen on purpose. I am stepping in to the fight where I believe that I'm most fit and where I can have the most ample amount of change, where I can invigorate the individuals and how I can positively affect our society in that way. And we need more individuals that are going to take the stance to get our youth in alignment, because guess what? our reality becomes their reality, and we are played by the realities of those before. So it's our ability to happen on purpose. So when you say, what about me? Or if you're sitting at home, or if you're a youth, or you just don't know how to get involved with the things that are going on, I dare you to tap into what it is that you have that is special. I want you to tap into your gifts and your abilities and begin to pull out how you can happen on purpose. My move was like, hey, I gotta get an education. I gotta educate the youth. I have to tap into the youth that are around me. I gotta get this mindset into the inner city so that it can become all over. It can begin to expand and stuff. That's my take. But your take, you have to begin to see how can you happen on purpose. And we all have these gifts, we all have these callings, we all have these pulls. So I dare you to take the stance within your home, within your neighborhood, within your town, and how you can begin to happen on purpose. And anyway, for some of us that may be going out to be a community activist, maybe you have the tools and resources in the network to get people up and to get things moving. But maybe you are just a youth, and maybe your ability is just for you to make sure you go to school and make sure you do the things you're supposed to and learn about all things in order for you to make the conscious decision that's going to be positive for your life, your environment, and those around you. And what we're talking about is asking the question why, making sure you guys are understanding what is going on so you make the best decision, not in just the selfishness of the moment, but in understanding that every action that we make is going to affect someone else. And if we have that conscious understanding that we are all together, and that if we can begin to move in a way, in that aspect, then we can begin to affect the disparities, the diseases, and the negative connotations and the nudges that begin to plague our world, and begin to dampen the positivity and all the health, wealth, and freedom that we're mandated to have. So what I'm saying is, I dare you guys to make sure that you are a part of your local elections. Get involved. Teach your youth about the things that is not always being taught about. Talk to your kids. And for the youth also, we have so many access to things. We have the digital age, we have technology. I dare you guys to let your minds wander and get some more information. Begin to find information on the topics and things that you know affect your world as well. So what I'm saying is that we all have responsibility to do our part in order how we can happen on purpose. So I want to tell you guys, listen, today we must begin to understand what it is that we are called to do, and we must elicit and alleviate all fear, being afraid, and allow fearful of where it is that we are, that this is what the reality can be, and allow that to be the fuel, as we already had said before on the Mr. Hope's Motivate, is that is what's going to push us into what it is that we just hope and desire, which is health, wealth, and freedom, abundance of joy and happiness, and allowing all things to be in alignment and positivity for us all. And that's creating the consistencies within our habits each and every day. So when we ask the question, what about me, or what can I do, I dare you guys not to look at like we have to go on and we look at this like, okay, if we have to eat an elephant, I don't want you guys to go look at, I gotta go eat this whole elephant. I want you guys to take your piece. I want you guys to get a fork and knife out and take it one piece at a time. Because what can happen is that we feel like we have to go make these major moves, and that's not it. It's going to be the simple consistencies that are going to elicit our ability to recreate what it is that we call normal, and recreate the comforts that are within health, wealth, and freedom for all. So I'm telling you guys, when you look at the elephant of what's going on in our society, I dare you guys to grab your fork and knife and piece away at it. Don't be so caught back that people are making these major moves. Some people are in position to go ahead and swing for the fences, but me and you, we might only have to bunt, or we might have to just get a base hit for right now, and that's okay. Let's happen within our regards. Let's make sure that we are doing what we're asked to do, and most of all, let us allow ourselves to do one thing, and that's to understand that each and every day we got two assignments: to work towards or against our hopes and dreams. So we must still stay in alignment of where it is that we're going, so that we may be in consistency of creating what is needed for us all. So I wanted to drop that gem on you guys. I want to say thank you for the activists that are happening, not just in the wake of disparity, not just in the wake of adversity, but are out here making sure that infrastructures are in order so that we can begin to mobilize against the consistencies of the negative things that can plague our society. I want you guys to also know this, that we cannot stop today. We're going to have to be consistent towards our hopes and dreams, towards this fight for freedom, towards this fight for health, forever, and it's not something that we should be plagued by, but it's something that we should find enjoyment in, because every day that we get a chance, that means we only getting better, that means we only deepening it, that means we only creating the overflowing abundance for the next generation and for those that come behind us, and making it just that much more abundant, and that's just more of ease to access. What I'm talking about is that we all have a job to do, we all have a part. So I want to tell you guys, good job for those of us who are doing it, and let's continue to make sure that we are in alignment where it is that we're going. So once again, you guys see the books behind me. Make sure you grab your book, Answer to Butterflies, Becoming Comfortable Being Uncomfortable, as I believe this is so applicable, especially right now. Also want you guys to make sure that you guys can tap in with me, Mr. Hope, on all streaming platforms. That means Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, all those access. So tell your friends to like, share, subscribe. Check me out on YouTube as well. And I want you guys to visit MrHopeMotivates.com. Listen, go shop, get you some apparel, go book me at your school, at your conference, so that we can begin to transform the mindsets to that of health, wealth, and freedom together. So I want you guys to continue happening on purpose, continue having a hope-filled day, and remember, law of polarity says there's a left, there's a right.